Three, two, one. We shall see how
we shall see.
Everybody. My name is Corey McEnroe. That's Taryn Joe.
Call me the Yungavelle. You heard me.
The Yungavelle. We also call him TJ.
Yep, DJ.
And we're friends. So
best friends.
Been friends since a mutual friend of mine. Well, was his girlfriend, friend of mine, called me up one day when she was at college and was like, yo, Corey, I met someone who's just like you, except he is black. And there he is.
Basketball.
He freestyle raps. He smokes weed and he meditates.
Not anymore.
And likes consciousness.
Yep. Psychedelic with the vibes.
Still though.
Nah, I do here and there. Let's be honest.
You smoke weed.
Let's be honest. I just did yesterday. Man, yesterday I had the best freestyle cipher. It was incredible. But yeah, so this is our podcast. We shall see.
We shall see.
This is the first one. We shall see is something that Corey and I have just said randomly throughout our years of being best friends because, we're very spiritual guys and, we're out in the world and sometimes we don't know where things are going to go, especially when we follow so many energies and all this, the full moon, this, the retrograde, that. And we just try our best and we're just like, yo, we shall see.
We shall see.
We shall see.
It also, I said I always wanted to make like a dubstep track that has like a old ancient like Chinese ninja master that's like telling the young warrior like, you're going to go out there and life is going to happen and shit's going to go down, but we shall see.
Right. That definitely gives me like some sensei vibes.
Yeah. So that's basically like kind of what we're trying to kick with the podcast is like, as much as we are young men in our early 30s, we feel like we've sensei'd enough shit in our life that we can kick it to y'all and it'll be entertaining. And I have a lot of stories that involve sports because I am a coach and a former college athlete myself. And I see just a lot of the universe get interwoven into sports, whether it's, actual, moments that show clear progress or stuff that's like underlying and it's like hard to see. And you got to be like a passionate person to see, and that's kind of like what we dig on is we're both very passionate people, and I think that that's why we enjoy talking together and why we want to do this because we have a lot of passion and a lot of stuff to say. So
yep. I got a little bit of experience in the law enforcement side. I used to run from 12 and then I became 12
I'm a cop!
for a short period of time, a couple of years, and there was a lot of stories in there, a lot of things that I learned, but the most thing was I've been spiritual throughout all this. And Corey knows me. He met me right as I had been a few years into my spiritual development. So he's seen me come from spiritual brother from the hood, basketball, just like him. And then I went into the law enforcement side and kind of played secret agent for a little bit. So I got to see how it is to be like fully immersed in the system, but at the same time still know about the spirituality of things and be around guys that I'm taking to jail. And I'm like, yo, why did you do that, brother? And he's just, they act all hard. But then when I'm like, yo, you got to understand it's a full moon, they're like, tell me more. Like, see that. Yeah. So we got the whole gamut of everything. This is also us just shooting the shit. We just talk every day, so we might as well just put it on the podcast because we have a lot of good conversations.
Yeah. So that's kind of like the who and the what. I'm gonna cover the other 3 dubs of the 5 dubs. The where. I am in Tucson, Arizona. It is a fucking desert out there, dog.
And I wish I could see like the only thing when I think about Arizona, I see is like the red rocks, that are, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. they're all around. Like that's why Tucson's dope, because we're 360-degree mountains around us. That's why Tucson is dope. But it's definitely like straight cactus and like no fucking grass.
No green.
No
unless
green.
You lighten it up.
Yeah, but it's a weed legal state, so a lot of green. It's cool.
Okay. All right. A lot of green. We love the green.
TJ and I met in upstate New York. We met in Dutchess County, which is like an hour and a half above New York City. So like maple trees, grass, creek walking,
the leaves changing,
yeah,
in the seasons. Oh man, big time cold snowstorms. We got a lot of snowstorm stories for you.
Yes. Yeah. And TJ is now.
Yeah, I'm down here in basically in Miami, Florida, just a little bit north of the county line. I'm in Hollandale Beach, I'm basically in Miami, about 15 minutes south of Fort Lauderdale and right in Miami. So I came from Jersey, and I used to live up with Corey up in upstate New York. So this has been the transition that I wanted, that I manifested, and it's been great. I love it down here. There's a lot of green down here. There's a lot of ocean down here, and there's a lot of ass, a lot of skin down here.
Yeah. There's a lot of nothing really in Tucson. I mean, there's baseball, and like that's why I moved out here. There's baseball 12 months out of the year for me to practice and play and coach and shit. But Tucson's a tiny town. It's based totally around the University of Arizona. It's cool if you're going to college here. It's dope.
How long you been out there for?
Got here last
7
January.
months?
No. We're going on 16 now. We just passed 16 months.
Dang.
Yeah, just past 16 months.
Wow.
Definitely getting my feet wet here. Got a legitimate like full-time career possible job with the Marriott Hotel and Star Pass Resort. It's like 25 minutes down the highway from me. So doing that in the mornings, got that tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. to 2, working at Starbucks, warming up your food for you if you want a sausage, egg, and cheese, or maybe a spinach feta wrap.
Right. Good staff around you, plans to move up.
Everybody's chill. My boss is chill. They're open to me getting out of Starbucks and shifting into another part of the company. So everybody's chill. We have Associate Appreciation Week happening right now this week.
Nice.
So we got free tacos for lunch, Taco Tuesday. Tomorrow,
Taco Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday. I got a funny story about tacos. Let me just finish. Fuck that. Who cares about Associate Appreciation Week? All right, so we're in Long Beach, and in Long Beach, when you go out at night
in Cali.
Yeah. We're in Cali. It's 2013. It's like
Shawnee's there.
Me, Sean, Trevor, and Andrew.
Right.
And Trevor and Andrew are brothers. And Shawnee's our other like really, really, really good friend, and he lives in Florida with TJ right now. But we're in Long Beach, and they do the dollar taco trucks when you get out the clubs, the joints. You know what I mean?
The food trucks.
The moment you get out, there's like $3 taco trucks, and you just line up and you get dollar tacos, right? And Andrew's stupid drunk, and he's like, "Yo, Trev, let me get some money for tacos. I don't have any money. Let me get some money." So Trev gives him fucking $2, and Andrew goes, $2? What can I get with $2? And Trev's like, "Yo, 2 tacos. They're dollar tacos, man." And he was like, "Oh," and then he got 2 tacos and he was fine. But anytime I think of Taco Tuesday, I just think of that motherfucker getting mad about fucking $2.
Andrew, I love Andrew. I remember when he came around, this is when he had just made that guitar riff where it was like the level 35 Charmeleon.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it was so good. So we made a track called Level 35 Charmeleon, and that's the level right before he gets to Charizard.
Yeah.
And man, I remember we were doing acid one time, And I think it was the day that we took that photo, that iconic photo
On the
that,
roof.
yeah. And this right here, this would be where in like post edit or whatever, I would go to Facebook and find that photo and just put it up on the screen right now so they could see it.
Yeah.
Right. Eventually we'll get there. We'll get there. Baby steps.
When we get it, when you guys respond to us enough, we'll get the photo up on a we got to have like a podcast platform website.
Yeah, exactly. It'll let us do, both things, which you might
baby
be
steps,
able to.
folks. Baby steps.
Yeah. I just remember him just playing it, and I was up in the room trying to fall asleep, and he was down there jamming, and I heard him playing the riff, and I just was like having such a hard time going to sleep, just tripping on acid, and I just start yelling like, yes, yes. I didn't go downstairs though, because I'm like, I'm on acid, man. I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah.
We had so many great stories. Our buddy Shawnee had this immaculate house, the lake house, right in
Clinton Corners, New York, on
Clinton Corners. Also part of the Dutchess Valley.
Dutchess County.
Dutchess County.
And his dad, rest in peace, was an architect, and he built the house, and it's the most beautiful fucking basically 4-story house, because it's the basement and then 3 stories. No, it's a 3-story house. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's 3.
Well, 4 if you count the roof. That's
okay.
That's why I say it's 4, because theoretically you can take the door to the roof. And it's an all white house, and when you're on the roof and the sun is on it, it's like dumb bright because it's like all
it is. That's what makes that photo so great. But yo, I want to get into how was your first game on Sunday?
Classic. First of all, it's very fun playing in this Spanish league, the Mexican league. It's all Spanish people. It's all Mexican dudes.
So there's communication barrier right off the jump.
Dude, the fucking umpire speaks in Spanish. And like, I'm catching. So as a catcher, what you want to do is you want to at least introduce yourself to the umpire, because I'm going to be with them all day. And like, we're going to be discussing calls, like.
Yeah, you're not discussing shit.
Honestly, he was really cool. And I got really lucky. He respected my game, and I was able to ask him questions about calls, and he didn't, turn on me, which, there's 2 white people on the field, and 7 of our guys are Mexican, and all 9 of their guys are Mexican, and the 2 umpires are Mexican. So it is heavily outnumbered, and there was one time where I had to ask him if it was like low or out, and he said it was out, and I was like, yo, I'm not arguing with you, like I just want to know what your zone is, you know what I mean? He's like, you're good. So he was chill, but it was funny because he's literally saying shit to me in Spanish, and I'm saying shit back to him in English, and we're just understanding the words that are baseball terms. So like the count, strike, ball, safe, out, baseball, pelota means ball.
Ball, right.
Yeah. So like I know like a couple Spanish words that go along with baseball, so that helps. But first at bat, over anxious, pitcher throwing dumb slow,
Was the pitcher a threat? Did he feel like a threat?
No, and like that's
did you feel like anybody in that game was fucking with you? Let's be.
Nah. I mean, I develop my swing for too long. I work on my swing too much. I take cuts on my own. Jiggy, what's up?
Hey, Jig.
You want to be on TV? It's the Jig.
Hey, Jig. What's up?
We just have to be quiet and admire. Yeah, we know you want snacks. He's 2 lizards deep, though. He back-to-back lizards yesterday and today. I can't get
man.
Snacks. He's a lizard champion. I catch lizard.
I wish I could show you my girls, but
oh, you crazy man. go crazy, man. You know, and that's the thing, TJ, is like I like, and I say this in the nicest way, I give other pitchers way too much respect. And it's because when I was younger, I used to give nobody any respect, and it bit me in the ass, and it shortened my career as a college player because I didn't respect my opponent, and I didn't respect the game, and I didn't respect work ethic.
Show me my opponent. Show me my opponent.
Yeah. Show you my opponent. Yeah. But now, like, I have so much respect for the game, and I have so much respect for like the work that gets done off the field, and I have so much respect for my opponent that like I go in there and sometimes I forget my game plan. So for my first 2 at bats, my game plan just went right out my fucking head, and I only saw 2 pitches in the first and second at bat, and I swung at the second pitch both times, and I was hella early and just popped out. And the problem is, like, we talk about this all the time, fine-tuned machine, even a hairline off throws everything off.
Yep.
So
shout out to Bashar.
So like, once I trigger too soon, my body has to compensate. My hands have to compensate for my body being too early
ahead. Yeah.
So then my hands drop, and it makes me sweep under the ball, and I'll throw the ball up in the air. So it's really weird because I'm a line drive ground ball contact hitter, but if I'm too early, the ball will go straight up, and people will be like, yo, you pop out all the time. And I'm like, I'm not at all trying to pop out. It's just what happens is like, I wish I had a baseball handy. This will do. When you're early, you don't hit the ball clean. You hit the ball too soon, and it just makes the ball go just straight up because you hit it too early. You see what I'm saying? And like, so early, my first 2 at bats, and I had one of my 10-year-old students there watching me because he loves baseball and he wanted to come to my men's league games. He's a great kid. His name is Leland. He's like a baby bull. And my mom was there, and so was Asia. So
nice. So everybody got to see your game plan go out the window.
Correct.
Nice.
Correct. Yes, I got to make an ass out of myself. So my first 2 at bats were shit. I said my third at bat, I said, I'm absolutely not swinging until I get 2 strikes. That's an old, like, lesson that one of my dad's best friends taught me. He was a great baseball player. His name is Clocker, and he taught me to not even swing in the at bat until you have 2 strikes. It's just wait. Force them to throw you 3 strikes. So that's what I said I'm going to do. Sorry for that. So I said, I'm going to wait till there's 2 strikes. He ended up only throwing me 1 strike and then 4 straight balls. So he walked me. And that's what happens like all the time. And I was explaining this to Leland and his mom. His mom's mad cool. She came to the game too. And I was like, yo, this happens to me all the time, because once I come into the box with the right game plan and I'm adjusted and I'm waiting and my patience is right and I'm letting the ball travel, if you're not a good pitcher and you don't have a set of nuts on you, you walk me all the time, because nobody wants to get tattooed by the dude who's under 150 pounds. Like, it happens to me all the time. Like, they're just like, take your base. They
walk you how? Like they hit you?
No, they just throw the ball around the zone. They don't put the ball anywhere near the zone. They don't give me a pitch to hit because they don't want to get touched up by the little dude who looks like he can yak somebody. So walked my third at bat. Meanwhile, making really nice plays at catcher. Had bases loaded. Ground ball got hit to shortstop. He tagged the guy going to third and threw the ball to me at home. So I caught it and tagged the guy sliding in.
Nice.
So he turned 2, and then
double play.
Yep. And then the very next pitch, the guy tried to steal third, and I gunned him out to end the inning. And it was a sweet throw.
Nice.
That's a cardinal rule in baseball. You never make the first or third out at third base, and here's why. If there's no outs and you get to second and then you try to take it to third and you get out, that's stupid, because there's no outs and you were already in scoring position on second base. Okay. If there's 2 outs and you're on second base, you're also already in scoring position. So if you get thrown out going to third, you really fucked up. You see what I'm saying? But if there's 1 out, all right, if there's 1 out and you're on second base, try to steal third, because if you get it, then we can do a sacrifice fly and get you in. So they broke a cardinal rule by trying to steal third with 2 outs. So the baseball gods were like, we're going to let you throw a missile. And I was just like, and just threw a perfect ball right into the third baseman's glove, right into the foot of the sliding guy. Just bang, bang.
Nice.
So that was really cool. That was really fun. My 4th at bat, I got up there, relaxed, and absolutely unloaded on a ball, but too early, and just hit, a missile line drive foul. And then like the next pitch came in and I was once again just a hair early, and I hit a hard ground ball right at the shortstop and I grounded out. So now I'm 0 for 3 with a walk. So 4 at bats, not on base yet. Well, a walk, 4 at bats on base.
Walk counts. Walk counts.
Walk counts. 4 at bats on base with a walk. And then the next inning, our pitcher runs into trouble and they hit a grand slam and then a solo shot. So we were up 2 and then they went up like 5.
Oh man.
And just all the momentum shifted. That's baseball. It's a game of tug of war. And the momentum just went their way really hard. So I was telling Leland, the kid that came to watch me, I said, Leland, this is why baseball is funny, because odds are we're probably not going to catch up to them, but I'm going to have 1 more at bat, probably in the 9th inning, and it's not going to mean anything, but I just got to go out there and enjoy my at bat because it's baseball and I love baseball, and I can't be, I said, Leland, did I have a bad game today? And he's like, no. And I was like, but I didn't have a great game. And he's like, yeah, I had a good game in the field, but I didn't have a great game hitting. I really haven't done shit yet. I only have 1 walk. You know what I mean? I haven't done shit. So of course, my last at bat, I get up there, 2 outs, top of the 9th. We're about to lose. They bring in a different pitcher. So it's a guy throwing harder. It's the first time I've seen him all day. He's not throwing hard enough to bother me, but it's a complete different change of speeds than what I just saw for 4 at bats. So, and I know because there's 2 outs, the umpire is going to open the zone and basically anything close is going to be a strike because there's 2 outs and we're down 6 and he's ready to go home, So I take a strike, next pitch, low and away. I swing early. I'm down 0-2. Next pitch, high fastball, put a good swing on it, but like get it in the middle of the bat. Okay. And it just bloops right in to shallow center for a hit. And it just makes me shake my head because like probably one of the worst at bats, not a great at bat, but just a little cheap dinky hit. And sure enough, I go 1 for 4. So 1 for 4 with at bats, 2 for 5 on base because the walk doesn't count as an at bat. That's how baseball is. And then I stole second because they didn't care because they were up 6. And then I get on second and the next guy gets up and I'm stealing third because why not? We're down 6. I'm stealing third. The kid swings, hits a blooper over third base. I touch third and score and he saved it first and we get a run. And it's just like baseball.
Hey, you didn't give up. You didn't give up.
And that's what I told him. Like, baseball is the weirdest fucking game because none of that mattered. But it makes me have a 250 batting average with a stolen base and a run scored, and I'm 400 on base percentage. So theoretically, if you looked at me in the paper,
you look good on paper.
I look okay. Yes, I look okay. But when you ask me how did my game go, I tell you straight up, 4 terrible at bats, 5 terrible at bats.
Well, at least you didn't give up. That's the good thing about it. You didn't give up, and that's more than you can say for a lot of people when the game can't necessarily be won.
And the game's not coming to them, and that's the biggest thing I try to tell these younger guys. And like I had a meeting with my Mets Little League team that I coached at the end of the season, and I told them all, I said, guys, I have men's leagues games, and I want you to come because I'm gonna make a bunch of mistakes. and I'm not going to flip out. And one of my kids goes, how do you know? And I go,
how do you know you're not going to flip out?
Jones, because I know, because I'm 33 and I better not flip out over a Sunday Mexican League game. Like, yo, Leland was so tight that we weren't going to win. Like, I came off the field after they hit the grand slam and the solo shot. And I'm like, hey, Kate, if you guys want to go, I totally get it. It's hot. You've been here for like almost 2 hours. We're definitely going to lose. Like, you can go. And Kate's like, I don't think Leland is going to let me leave. And Leland is looking at her like, if we leave this game, I'm going to be so mad. Like,
how old is he?
He's 10. But he wants that W, man. And he goes,
yeah.
I go, Leland. They hit a grand slam and a solo shot right after it. He goes, you guys could hit a grand slam? I go,
I love that optimism.
We could.
I miss that giddy optimism.
We could, but like the way the momentum is, I've seen enough baseball. Nope. Like,
now, you said a good thing. And we talked about this before about the idea of letting the ball come to you. I really like that because letting the ball travel, right? Yeah. Letting it come to you. And I think that was one of the main things that I got from the story when you were telling me it. And that's something that, we can relate to on multiple levels when it comes to life, because let the shit come to you. Yeah. But at what point, like, you let things come to you, but at the same time, you also
have to strike at the right time.
Yeah. At sometimes you also have to like go for the hit. Like, for example, today there was a really cute girl that I work with. And, I heard some this, and this. Keep in mind, this could lead to nothing, but I was just waiting for the moment because I had assembled that there was some truth. Fuck it. This is a podcast. We're going to talk about it. I had asked one of the other girls, like the hostesses, who's that girl? Because this girl is very pretty, very pretty, very pretty. Muy. Wow. Love it. Keep it going. That kind of energy when you see it. So when you see her. So she told me who she was, and I was like, I want me some of that. Like, I wouldn't mind getting some of that. Boom. Didn't think nothing of it. So like a couple of days, I think yesterday or the day before, the girl tells me, like, I said something to her, but I was like, I didn't say that you talked to me or anything like that. She was, long story short, she put it in her head or something like that. And she was like, oh, really? Like, he's interested in me or something like that. So I'm like, okay. Now I'm putting it together like, okay, my next logical step is an approach, because I'm not going to wait for her to come to me. And this is like, you don't wait for the ball to come to you every time. At some points you're going to have to go to it. So this was right before I left, to come here. So she's there by herself, and I walk up over to her, and keep in mind, this is on a pool deck out in the open. So
you're at an establishment.
Yeah, I like to keep my game like in discreet. You know what I'm saying? Like, we were working, so like it's tough to. You always want leverage. You always want leverage in your court when you're approaching women and stuff like that, or dealing with women.
In life, I'm trying to get leverage to fucking get a team on a baseball field. Trust me, you want leverage all the fucking time.
Yeah. So my point is, I went there and just struck up a weird conversation. It wasn't even weird, but I struck up a conversation and was just saying random shit. And just basically invited her out. She was like, well, I can give you my number. That could mean nothing. That could lead to nothing, but I got her number. So that's the counter towards. So my question to you is, how do you know when to let the ball come to you? And how do you know when is the right time to strike?
I mean, in baseball terms, it's so much like,
Is it a feeling thing?
Yeah, I was just about to say it's a feeling. It's a feeling. It's a physical sensation that comes from the ether, that comes from your outer field, your chakras, all of that. Especially for the physical act of hitting, because that's like literally a physical object is being thrown into your field, and you're waiting for it to get to this certain spot that you know your hands can get to, and you can hit. And like that's kind of like what I explained to my kids is like you're waiting for the ball to get into your kitchen, and then you're trying to hit it out of your kitchen. And a lot of the parents all the time, like a lot of parents will come to my lessons and they'll see their kids mash the ball in the cage, and they'll go, why isn't he doing this on the field? How come like he has these great lessons with you, and then he gets in the game and he doesn't do anything that you teach him? And I go, because it's lack of experience, it's lack of repetition of practice for muscle memory, and then it's lack of experience of like confidence. And like confidence is that, like, that's why I have no fear as a hitter, and I'll face even a professional pitcher right now. I'll face a Roldis Chapman throwing 102. I don't care, because I have uber confidence in my ability. And like that goes for every aspect of life. And you know, like I
think confidence is in there as well when it comes to that, when to take the shot.
Exactly.
Like,
it's
yeah,
all
definitely.
about confidence. It's all about confidence and like being able to read when the situation is best for you to strike.
Yes, exactly. And that's kind of what I was doing as well with it. Like, because there was times where she was with someone, there was times where she looked like she was putting an order in or something like that, and I'm just like, I'm not forcing this shit. Like, I'm not going up there and being some weird ass doofy ass dude while she's busy doing shit. Like, I'm not doing that. I just waited for my time. I waited. She was in the corner. Boom, she was on her phone. And I'm just like, that's it. You know, like once you see the opportunity, you fucking move and then kind of figure it out on the way. That's why I was saying, like, I was just saying random shit because, like, yeah, I have a little bit of a game plan, and I kept it kind of aligned to the game plan, but in no way was it like, yo, what's up, girl? Like, hey, you know what I'm saying? And shit, mama, fucking suave dude, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't that. It was me. My mind was like, where's the opportunity? Boom, it's here. Let's go. Hey, what's up? What's your name? I knew her name already. What's your name? Samantha. Oh, all right, nice. I'm TJ. What's your section look like for the day? You know, just random shit. And then I just got towards, have you ever had da 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 da? There's a spot here. Would you like to come? Yeah, let me give you my number. Boom. And I'm like, that was a little shaky as far as game goes for me. You know, because I'm used to like it being a mutual atmosphere, like the conversation.
I'm used to getting in the box and hitting fucking lasers. So imagine how stupid I felt when my first at bats were shit and a walk. You know? And I got my homie here sitting in the fucking hot sun
in front of a crowd.
Yeah. Every time I'm getting up to bat, mom's going, drive him in, Core. Come on, drive him in. I'm like, Mom, I fucking know. I know, Mom. I know I want to drive him in. I know. But we do have under 2 minutes left, and I did want to say this. Life is very funny, because when you're doing what you're doing, you have to be even more patient, because you have to watch someone's life kind of interacting before you can like find a spot. With baseball, eventually there's just going to be a pitch, you know. But this man has had enough of me not paying attention to him.
Yeah, he's chilling. He got a belly full of lizards right now.
He wants a belly full of salmon treats. But yeah, man, I think this was sweet. I think this was a good kicker. I think it'll definitely leave them wanting more. And if you want, dude, the next time we do this, we can just plan to do the 2-piece.
All right. Well, guys, thanks for tuning in to the first episode of We Shall See.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we shall see what happens next time.
And we shall see you guys again on the next episode. So until then, we'll figure out some catchy to say.
We shall see.
We shall see. Until next time.
All right, y'all. Peace.
Peace.
There's levels to it's why we rise and fall. Rise and fall, yeah. Rise and fall, yeah. Rise and jackpot.